Hey everyone listening, it's Elliot. I just wanted to apologize for my horrible mic quality during this episode. Please try and ignore it the best you can. I have been editing it to make it bearable, but that is definitely something I plan to fix. Anyways, enjoy the episode.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the WeirdSpeak podcast. I am your host, Julian. So I'm here with my co-hosts, Bo and Elliot. Today, I believe Bo has something very special in store for us. We'll also be playing a little bit of Among Us for you as well. I hope this gets out before Among Us loses its coolness, but that's just me being worried and paranoid. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to Bo to take it away, do our intros, yada yada.
Well, hello everyone, and it's Bo. Today we're gonna be playing some Among Us, like Julian said, as well as we're gonna be doing some real or fake true crime edition, as well as just having a good time. So I think we're almost ready to start Among Us.
I mean, we're finally up to 7 people. Thank the good Lord we got 7 now.
Alrighty, guys, starting.
Alright, let's do this. I hope I can jump into chat often enough.
Okay, I gotta do my tasks.
Task time, task time.
I hate the asteroids one. It's just like such a pain.
Right. I'm gonna go check up on Julian. Oh, never mind, that's Bo. Hi.
Yeah,
Hi.
sir. I'm here chilling.
Can somebody watch me? I'm uploading and
Yes, Lime Green is being very...
Yes, us.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in admin now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Lime Green is
Oh,
fake.
you died. I think. Oh, I just died. Purple's one of them.
This is not the etiquette for Among
How
Us.
many imposters?
3.
Oh, jeez. Do I sound too far away or anything?
No.
No, you're fine.
Let's see. Green. It's not me.
It's green. It's green and purple.
And if they deny it, I'll just kick them out. Just kidding.
Jesus. We're gonna be like, those people are gonna comment and be like, you guys are so
Not hear anything you said. You glitched.
So bad.
same.
I heard. Ooh, beep,
Ooh, ooh, ah. Team Tango, bing bang. We kicked.
Oh
Oh,
no! We
crap.
are so mean. It's purple then. I thought you said there were 3 imposters.
Oh, there we go.
Good thing you fixed it. I wasn't going to.
Oh, I didn't fix I didn't fix a thing. I actually don't know where my task. Sometimes I just wander and don't know where my tasks are. All right. Wait, dude, where you at?
Watch your back, because purple is evil.
Purple's gonna.
Man, okay. Well, let's get into our regular podcast.
Everybody.
So, we have unsolved cases and solved cases, and I have like figured out which ones are like my true ones and which ones are my fake ones.
And I am ready to guess.
Yes. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you guys like all of the facts about the case, and then if it's a true one, I'm gonna give you the name, and if it's a false one, I'm gonna give you like the fake name that I came up with. Cool. So the first case that we're going to talk about, the body was left in an empty lot. This is an unsolved case. The body had been dissected professionally. It's all centered around the Biltmore Hotel, which like there's also like a lot of crazy incidents that have happened around that hotel. The murderer had like washed and posed the body in like a very particular way, and this occurred in LA. So what do you guys think? Do you think this one's true or false?
Sounds half true because I've heard a lot of these ones where it's like surgical precision and this and that. So I want to say true only because part of it sounds.
I would like to say false.
All right. So we have one for true and one for false. Or both false.
False.
One true. That's me.
All right. Julian is right. This is the Black Dahlia murder. It's one of the
Are
most
you kidding me?
infamous ones. Yeah, so this one did happen. They still haven't found who did it. They have a lot of suspects, like they have a lot of like expectations that it was a particular person, but there's still no like confession or anything. So sad day, but yes, that one is true.
Aside from that dirty doctor that got away, even
That's
though
the
all the
one,
evidence
yeah.
points to him.
It kind
God,
of
it's sorry. I learned about that one through what was that game? Through like LA Noir, and it irks me even now.
I like how I had no reasoning. I was just like, no, that sounds fake.
I know that you were so dead set on it being fake. All right.
No. Okay.
So, this next one.
Wait, hang on, Bo, I'm slipping past you to grab some gamer juice. All right,
Okay.
we're good. Oh,
Okay.
sorry, Wuffs.
So this next one, it is a these are so all of my like solved ones are cold cases that like eventually were solved. So, we're going to do this one. Okay. So, this is the case. So, the last known sighting of this person was they were pulled over after running a stoplight. They were found 2 days later, found strangled with her own shoelaces and stuck in the trunk of a car. This occurred in Idaho and it wasn't solved. So what do you think,
I
guys?
think that one's fake. Fake.
Okay, you guys are right. It was fake. I did make this one up, so good job. Caught me. All right. Do we want to do an unsolved one next or a solved one?
Unsolved.
Unsolved? All right. Are we ready for this?
Let's do it.
Okay. This next one. So, her body was found with a small caliber gunshot wound and a backpack full of rocks. She was last seen at dance class the night before, and the only suspect went missing a day later, and this occurred in LA.
That is way too vague to not be true. So true.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Um, I'll say true just because this is my first time saying true. I gotta balance it out.
Alright, I tricked you guys. This one is fake as well. So,
Oh my gosh.
uh, so this, I named the person Joyce Brooks just because there was a case super similar to this, but there was no such thing as dance class, and the only suspect did go missing a day later.
So
So,
the
just
part
because,
the part that really sold that was the name. It sounds too real to be fake.
yeah.
There's no such thing as dance class. Where's my mommy been going all these years?
Okay. Alright. So this next one, there is a person's name behind it, but I just called it the Three Boys Murders, and it is a solved case. Um, so this person, they killed three boys in a horse stall. He wasn't found, and wasn't charged for 40 years. He was sentenced to 200 years, They were found, I believe, in like a ditch near the horse stall, but he wasn't even arrested for these charges. He was arrested on arson charges. And then he just confessed when he was there because some of the same things that happened at that crime scene happened at the arson crime scene. So do you guys think this is real or false?
Real.
Sounded too complicated to be real. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna say like I've heard it's common in like the murder boy real to their world. I'm sorry, the murder boy world to arrest people for crimes they didn't commit, like Mr. Al Capone. Like like he's not even in jail for any of the murders he did. He's in jail for tax fraud. So
Okay,
like,
I'll say real. I'm gonna say real.
then I'm gonna say fake now too, just so we have some competition.
Elliot is right. This is a real case. So he did like he wasn't caught for 40 years. Like uh and he has died now. He died in jail, but he was sentenced to 200 years and caught on different charges, which is really sad cuz they didn't get like to be like, "Oh, we caught the person who killed your sons." But yeah, that one's a crazy
Jeez.
case. Yeah. Um
Yeah. Next.
Next one we are going to do. Okay. So this is the case. This person was like a DA. This happened in Denver, Pennsylvania. So he was found dead with multiple stab wounds with his own knife. It was considered a suicide or a botched attempt at kidnapping. They still haven't found the person who did this.
Fake.
Elliot said fake, so I guess I'm gonna say real, even though Denver, Pennsylvania is totally fake.
All right, this is a real case. It's a case of Jonathan Luna. They still haven't found his murderer, but this did happen in Denver, Pennsylvania, which I found out was a real place.
Since
So
when?
I don't
Disgusting.
know. I didn't know about it.
They ran out of names?
Yeah. I mean, technically that place was named first, but who's counting?
Oh. Next.
Okay. So the next one we have this 10-year-old boy was riding his bike to rent a movie at the local, like, kind of like Blockbuster, but it happened before Blockbuster was a thing, I believe.
Can we talk about how Blockbuster should still be around?
I know. I miss it. That and TCBY. Do you remember that place? I loved it. There was like a Blockbuster and a TCBY, and
Right next to each other.
yeah, and I used to go there all the time, but me and Elliot never went together, and I have no idea why.
That is very weird, but I know there is a TCBY in Greeley or Loveland.
What? Okay, we have to go.
We're simply.
There
Yeah.
used to be one like not even that far away from where Bo and I are right now. There used to be like 3 years ago, and then it just disappeared all of a sudden.
Okay. So he was stopped by a man wearing a mask. This is it was unsolved for 27 years despite two friends being with him, and that it occurred in Minnesota.
I'm gonna say real.
I'm gonna say fake. There's no such thing as a mini soda. Disgusting.
Oh my god. Okay, this one is real. So this is the Jacob Wetterling case. And finally, like, the person either came out about it. I didn't see what, like, the final thing happened, because this was, like, just unsolved. It just became solved in the past, like, 3 or 4 years, I believe. But I believe it happened to somebody else, and then they finally caught the person. Like, they didn't die, but, like, they were just, like, assaulted by this person, essentially. So, and then he was caught, so that's good.
Wow. Intense.
I thought you were gonna say it was solved in the last like 3 or 4 hours. Because I was about to say like that's awesome. That's how quickly it just happened.
Unfortunately, no.
If only.
I know. Alright. Do we want to do an unsolved one next?
Let's do it. Unsolved.
Okay. So this next one is about a Welsh scientist who was found dead on an island with no one else in a lighthouse. Like, he was found in a lighthouse with all of his belongings washed up on the shore, and they still have no idea what happened. So what do you guys think?
Can you repeat some of that? I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, of course. So a Welsh scientist was found on an island with no one else in a lighthouse with all of his belongings washed up on the shore.
I don't know. That's so vague.
That is, I don't. That sounds like a movie thing. Like that
Yeah.
sounds super movie-esque, and I really want to say fake.
You guys are right. This one is fake. However, there's a story in, I believe, the UK or Scotland that has this similar thing, but it was 3 men who were found in a lighthouse, and the person was going to go to, relieve one of them, and he found none of them, and, all of their belongings were still in the lighthouse. So it's slightly true, just not this person. So, good job.
So not a murder, but an alien abduction. Respect.
They really don't know what happened to these 3 guys.
You know, it's like the Bermuda Triangle. That's so weird.
I love the Bermuda Triangle. I think it's crazy the things that happen there, but
Do you want to go?
yes.
Like right now?
Sure, let's go.
Like, are you ready?
I think I can go buy a plane.
I have my shoes on, so.
Oh, perfect. I do not
Grabbing
though.
my backpack and my car keys. Let's go!
Are we just gonna drive there?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like what? 10 streets down.
I think it's about 10 hours down, but whatever floats your boat.
Or like 10 days away.
Yes, driving probably.
Yeah, probably.
God, it's
Next.
it's gonna be like when we were kids, just like you're trying to run away from home, but you weren't allowed to cross the street, so you just went around the block and like, okay, I'm here.
Okay. So this next one is the Samuel Little case. So Samuel Little had 93 victims, all of which he killed mainly via strangling, and it only took 4 decades to find him. On separate charges. Again.
Yeah, I would say true.
Man, what kind of a monster could just like strangle like that? Like, because it's not a quick process like in the movies. You gotta like do it for a a while. Yeah,
Minutes.
minutes even. Like 93 people to strangle that many people. Like I'm sure it's been done and no one's caught the person yet. So I gotta agree with Elliot on this one and say, oh,
So according to Google, which if you don't know, if you Google how long does it take to strangle someone, it pops up with a suicide prevention line, which I never knew before. So that's great.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah. But apparently it takes 7 to 9 minutes to strangle someone completely. So in his total life, if he killed every victim using strangulation, it would have taken him 13.95 hours in his life to strangle all of these people.
Gee.
And this is true. This is a true case. Which is wild.
Oh my gosh.
So whoever said true, you're right.
I think we both did.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Cool. Alright, so the next one. So there was a student who was found dead at the Hotel Cecil in the water heater. Hotel surveillance showed videos of her acting bizarre hours before her death. And this case is still unsolved because they have no idea who or how she got into the water heater. Because the thing weighs like over 100 pounds and it takes 2 people to lift up. So, what do you guys think? True or false?
How do you get. Wait, what'd you say?
True or face? I pick face.
True or fake? Ugh.
How do you even get in a water heater?
So there's a
Man,
lid at the top that you have to pick up, but because of the heaviness of it, takes forever. Sorry, someone was letting the dog in. But yeah, this is a case that happened. So
So it's
This
real?
one,
this is
I
a
know
real
this one's
case.
real. Yeah, you didn't give
This
me a
is
chance to answer yet.
this is the Elisa Lamb case. But yeah, a lot of crazy stuff happens around the Hotel Cecil to the point that they had to rebrand and rename the hotel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They're like, nope,
How
not on
weird!
my
Yeah.
record.
I just got an interview at a hotel, and now you're like, oh, someone was killed at a hotel. By the way, I hope I don't get
Hotels
killed at a
have
Louis.
hotels have weird vibes.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna be in there
Okay.
like, hello, don't kill me, please, but here's your room key.
All right, this next one. So this is a mother who followed strange teachings of a religious cult, and the cult told her that she had to kill all of her kids to be accepted into heaven. So she drowned all 5 of her children. And she was only charged with not guilty by reason of insanity.
Uh, if this is true, that's. Did you say she was not charged?
She was only charged with not guilty by reason of insanity and sentenced to life in a, I believe, like a mental insane asylum or something like that.
Jeez.
I feel like I thought we heard about. I thought we've heard about this one together. Maybe, but I don't know. This one sound like I remember. My question would be like, so the mom gets into heaven. Where do the kids get to go? They got sacrificed. Are sacrifices allowed in heaven? Like in that cult's definition of heaven?
No idea. I want to know what the cult was. That's disgusting.
I'm gonna go ahead and say true because that's insane. It's such nut job stuff, but I've seen nut job stuff from people on TV, so
I'll say false because it sounds too much like a movie.
So this is true. It's the killings of Andrea Yates. She was a mom of 5 children, and the reason that they believe she did it and like her reason that she got out of it for reason like by insanity was because she had postpartum depression and postpartum like insanity or something like that. Which just made her go like crazy, and she also had like 5 children like super close in age, and like she never got any help, and like her husband was apparently like very on like the train of like, oh, like I just want to go out and work and like you be a stay-at-home mom. So
Uh,
sad day.
not okay.
No, yeah, not okay at
Postpartum
all.
postpartum depression's really scary.
Definitely. I personally think that postpartum depression is like the number one reason why like, moms like this, like stay-at-home moms need more help. So,
Yeah, for sure.
not
And
good.
hello, they were just working for 9 months straight to raise a person.
Make a baby. Yes. So all you stay-at-home
I
moms,
feel
if
like
you're listening to this, go you. And if you have postpartum depression, get help. Just reach out to us. We will talk to you. And if you've had postpartum depression, maybe that we can talk about it and like we can talk about how that affected you and your life. Reach out. All right, so this is the last case that we have, and this is a solved case. So this one is also they were found at the Hotel Cecil. Just like a case that we talked about before, they were found tied to a chair with a sock in their mouth with lipstick written on the mirror. Death becomes you. The killer was in the room next door, and they were questioned by police, but the police did not catch them for 22 years.
22 years.
Yeah.
Jeez.
who played the main character? It's like
Um,
straight up, that sounds like a movie. I swear I've seen that movie. Exactly what you described. Like the death becomes us part. Either I've seen the movie or I've seen that somewhere. I'm gonna go ahead and say fake on my side, just because I'm a butt.
it sounds like, yeah, some kind of cinematic thing. Um, but I'll say true.
I fooled you again. This one is fake. So Julian was right. Okay, well that was the last one. Do we want to talk about horror movies now? The most recent one that I watched was I rewatched Megan is Missing, which is a terrifying movie because I saw it on TikTok and I was like, "Ah, I should watch that." Um, but
Can
yeah.
you tell me what it's about?
Yeah, so it's about meeting people online and them so someone gets kidnapped and it's the main character Megan and her best friend kind of knew about the person she was talking to online and so she was like, "Oh, like maybe he knows where she went." And then she gets kidnapped and then they both get buried in a barrel in the forest.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
But now people are making fun of one of the scenes in the movie, and it really makes me laugh. And it's the scene where, like, she finally finds Megan and she's in the barrel dead. Um, you should just look up the TikToks on it because some of them are really funny and some of them are like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that sounds creepy. Um, what was the last horror movie you watched?
Oh god. Oh, you know what? The last like horror movie I watched in its completion was Freddy versus Jason, just because I watch it every once in a while. But when I say recent, this was like back when Bo used to work at the airport. So like there's one day I didn't have to work and she did, and I showed up too early, so I just chilled in like one of the like I couldn't obviously park at the airport. I was too poor for that. So like I found a parking lot near the airport. I parked it there and then I just pulled it up on I can't remember what app I used, but I just pulled it up on my phone, watched it to its completion, and then by the time I was done watching, she was ready to be picked up. So that was the last one I watched. And I love that kind of like cheesy type of horror kind of films, like slasher flicks. Those are my jam.
I've never seen it, but
What about you,
maybe.
Elliot?
Um, the last horror movie I watched was called Hush. Anyone heard of it?
Oh my gosh, that movie creeped me out. I watched it a while ago, but that one really was like, oh,
It scares me because it's too realistic. Like it could happen, you know?
Sounds creepy, but like interesting. I'm down to see it. We should watch it
Do you
together.
know do you know what it's about at all?
it's the one
Puppies?
about like the deaf person, right? And they're in the house, and then the intruder
Yeah,
breaks in.
it's this deaf lady who lives alone and this guy's trying to kill her.
Wait, is that like the one where like the like I used to make fun of like the don't breathe. I used to make fun of it as like don't breath. Where like they're in the blind guy's house, but like his hearing is like supersonic. And he
No,
has
but that person is another movie that I'm terrified of.
I
I
hated that
already
movie so much. Hated it.
I didn't like
Especially
that
the
ending.
ending. The ending was so weird.
I
Spoiler
know.
alerts for Don't Breath. If you haven't seen it up to this point, go watch it and then come right back to this
No,
exact
don't watch
moment.
it.
Just don't freak yourself out like we did.
It was just gross at one point, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
I'll
We don't
say
need to
like
say it.
I already
No.
gave a spoiler warning, so we're good. So turkey baster.
Ugh,
Oh my
no
god.
thanks.
Oh. Blech.
So the next one is, what's your favorite horror movie?
The Conjuring, I think.
I've never
Conjuring
seen
or
it.
something like paranormal. When we get our apartment, we're going to have you watch that because you will be terrified to go into your basement ever again.
Oh, great. My
That's what it
unfinished
did to
basement.
me. Oh, especially if it's unfinished.
Yeah. Eek.
My God, my absolute all-time favorite horror movie had to be like I think it was called The Crazies. It was either 2010 or 2014 where this one came out. It was just a virus that made people crazy and kill each other. But that one, it spooked me, but in a good way, you know?
Yeah, my favorite one is Rings, the new one, because it's not like scary, and it's just like an easier to watch horror movie. So I like that one. Um, even though
I've
it was
seen the originals, but I haven't seen the new ones.
and I haven't seen the original.
Here's an idea. What was the like worst horror movie you've seen as far like bad, cheesy, boring, however you want to define it? Worst horror movie.
Don't breathe. It's disgusting.
Elliot, you were so fast to jump on that.
I don't like it. It made me cry.
What? It made you cry.
Well, to be honest, I wasn't even old enough to see the
Oh
movie, but I
yeah.
was still in the theater because we went in with an adult.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
I don't know. I think my least favorite one is Nightmare on Elm Street. I feel like a lot of people really love that one, but I don't know. I think it's just the first one of that series just wasn't any good.
how about you, Julian?
Ugh. Oh God. I am desperately trying to remember what it was. I know I didn't see it when I first started when Bo and I first started dating. Crap. You know
I
what? Give
have
me like
another
a
one.
year. Do your
Okay,
other one. I need to do some research.
while you think about it, the other one I hate, and I don't mean to like offend the creators of the movie, but Hereditary, I did not like it.
Oh yeah. I
Have
mean,
you seen it?
I think it's just a different type of horror because, some people they like don't get scared by like the stuff everybody gets scared, so they need like psychological stuff.
Right, yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely not. It was a weird horror movie.
Like the Midsummer or whatever it's called is like a very similar concept to that. Like,
Yeah, that's what
you
I've been
know,
told.
yeah, so like if you don't
I
like
got it.
that style, it's not great, but
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it.
All right, I got mine. So the one I didn't like personally was freaking Unfriended. I thought that crap was so like I mean like it was a unique idea at the time. It was just done so like I mean I like the dude putting his hand in the blender, but that was the only thing I liked about that movie. Unfriended is trash.
Julian, do you remember that one movie we watched that was similar to the title of Unfriended, but it was different? And it
I
was
know
about
what
the
you're
kids
talking
in
about.
school, and the one girl, she keeps returning, and like
Yes,
every
I know
time
what you're
she goes
talking
back,
about.
she's like different, but it's like the same thing is happening, and it's like the witch's curse or whatever that's been put on them.
Oh my god,
And
I
then
thought
it's like the popular girl is targeted, and then the popular girl becomes the other girl.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I just don't know the name.
I don't know the name of that movie, but that one is a horrible, horrible.
It was so weird. Um,
It was so bad.
I have a couple others I want to mention. Um, so Countdown wasn't that scary, but it was actually really good. It was like
Oh.
thriller. It was where you download an app and it tells you when you're gonna die.
Oh yeah.
And another one I didn't really like was called Wish Upon. It was like this weird oriental wish box, but all the wishes you made were like cursed or whatever. It was weird.
Mm.
oh, what about a Ouija? What about a like did you guys like a Ouija at all?
The
I'm
ending
saying it
was
wrong for
insane.
I never
I never saw
saw
the ending.
that one.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
I
The
saw
ending
Dybbuk
is
Box though. The
You
Dybbuk
saw
Box.
what?
The Dybbuk Box.
I don't think I saw that.
We'll watch it together. And then you can tell me what you think. You'll
Yeah, at the
never want to
end.
go to the yard sale again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
At the end of Ouija, whatever you call it, I call it a Ouija
Ouija.
board. I don't know.
It's
um,
actually pronounced Ouija, but I make fun of it by calling it a Ouija just because I just think it's that trash of a movie or that trash of a concept. Like Ouija board should not be played with. I don't f with that at all.
That's one of the like supernatural weird things in the world that confuses me just as much as the Bermuda Triangle.
Dude, Ouija boards at the Bermuda Triangle. Let's do it. Get your get your flight planned.
On a plane.
On a plane on the way to the Bermuda Triangle. Let's do it.
As soon as we're over the top of it.
I don't know. I would want to go like ghost hunting, but I don't know if I would want to play with like that board. Like,
I'm
just seems
always down
too
to go
scary.
ghost hunting. Always.
Me too. Let's go to the Stanley Hotel for one of these
Same.
episodes.
You know, I thought we
Oh.
were gonna stay a night there.
Yeah, I think we should. That and
We
Vale.
still
Maybe we'll
can.
do like a recovery night in Vale.
It's like we need a sweet escape.
Yeah. After being terrified.
Oh,
Yeah,
here's a
but
question.
I love
Come up
horror
with like the
movies.
most horrifying, like how I just said right then with the Ouija board over the Bermuda Triangle. I thought of another extension on top of that. So Ouija board over the Bermuda Triangle while you're and you open a Dybbuk box at the exact same time, and you play that weird like that Midnight Man game thing. Just invite all the demons onto that one plane. Give me your thoughts.
Let's just do it all and see if we get the Kraken or Cthulhu or whatever.
What if we screw it up and it's like we accidentally like bring forth the Jesus Christ instead of like demons or something?
And then Jesus just like bitch slaps us across the face. Because he's like, you dumb ass bitches, what are you doing?
He would. Oh my gosh, that'd be funny.
He's like, guys, this is my 3 a.m. I need to sleep for the second coming. What are you doing?
That'd be funny. I
You're
actually like.
Lulu just called me. Why are you trying to get him here?
I don't want to mess with that stuff, but I just find it so interesting.
Like, I want to see someone do it, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah. And even on
Like,
this topic, like, I don't mean to digress, but like the thoughts on the afterlife is so strange. I just
I
don't know
don't
where to
know,
begin
like,
with it.
how to, like, you know,
Approach it.
be comfortable with death like some people are, like, I just, like, think about dying and I'm like, what am I gonna do after I die? Like, where am I gonna be? Is Elliot gonna be there? Is Julian gonna be there? Like,
It's
who's
weird.
gonna be there?
Yeah. It's weird. I used to think it was like you sleeping where it's just like pitch black, and I'm like, that's a terrifying thought.
Yeah, I don't want to be trapped
um
in a box.
yeah, like a box of darkness. um but I don't know, like obviously I believe in God, but
Yeah,
I can also understand how reincarnation's a thing, because we definitely have souls, you know.
yeah,
So
obviously.
that's why it's so confusing and I don't know what to believe.
I have
And
a
I think
strong
also,
take on this. I'm sorry.
I
I'll
have
let
another like idea that I've always thought about, which is like kind of crazy. Um, because like I think about it and I'm like, maybe that's that, but maybe it's not. Like I always think like if our souls are just like wandering the earth and like possession is a thing, what if that person is just gonna try and be reincarnated into the person that they are, but they're bad spirits, so that's like not an option for them?
Right. Also,
Like
where
that's
do
what
souls
freaks me out.
also, how are souls made? Where do they come from? How do we have like these personalities, and like it's so weird.
Also, like, are we just like stuck in like a repeat day forever and like it just feels like our lives are getting longer? Because like I don't remember being small. Like it freaks me out. Like I'm like, are we just like on a repeat day and like the weather just keeps changing, but like our lives are just the same every day and like we just
And
do
are we living in a simulation?
Yes.
Is Area
Oh,
51 like
oh.
something?
Are
I
we
need
in Area 51?
Dude,
When those people tried to raid it, were we trying to
Jesus.
escape?
I know. Like I feel like what if Area 51 is like, I don't know. I wish I could work there, but then I might get killed if I say anything.
No, you would have to tell me.
Okay, I think Julian has been dying to say something.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my god, I have such a strong opinion on like part of that. Like I know you guys mentioned oh, why would we why don't our lives feel like they progress any further or anything like that? And all of it kind of leads down because then you talk about like good spirits or bad spirits and what defines good and bad and blah blah blah. I think the only reason we do the things we do is just to tell the story of the thing we did to the next person. Because like it's all about storytelling. Every good thing you do, every bad thing you do. And I just came upon this I was I was of course, like high off my rockers one day and it just appeared to me and this thought not only has it never stopped, I have yet to find a way to prove it wrong. And that's what freaks me out about it. That's why I'm so strong and passionate about that specific interpretation. I don't know. I want to hear y'all's thoughts on that.
Yeah, that's super interesting. I used to sometimes think like if reincarnation was a thing, could some people be reincarnated in like the past in like the 1700s? Like I don't know. Very strange.
Oh yeah, I don't even think time's linear like we think it is. Like, have you ever
No,
heard of
I
like
don't think so.
the egg theory at all?
No?
So it's it was all big on Twitter for a little while, but basically the egg theory is where the idea is every single person you pass and every thing that lives and exists on the earth is just you, but you have to experience everything, every last little bit of creation. That way you can be the next god and then create your own god. Thus, an
What?
egg. You're just an egg being born. It's like, oh my god, that thing blew my mind when I first heard it.
That is very weird.
I don't know.
I
I
just want
feel
my
like weird
questions
about that.
answered.
Yeah.
But I also maybe I don't. I don't know. I
Know what I want to know, but I also know that I want to know some things. I just don't know if
yeah.
I want to know beyond this life that I'm living. And like, if we can go back in time, does that mean that you know, everyone is currently alive? It's just not where we think it is.
Yeah, I feel like Johnny. Oh wait. Yeah, I feel like.
Alien.
Betrays her.
Let me restart. Yeah, I feel like Julian's right. It's kind of like time isn't linear. Um, it's a very confusing thought. I kind of like the idea of reincarnation just because it's not as scary, but it's also really sad to think like we had friends or the friends we have now we're not gonna have. It's so
Aw.
weird. Or what if we are friends but we're like different bodies so we don't know?
Or like, what if your friends are just past love interests in your life?
Oh my gosh, so many
Yeah.
theories and it hurts my
Or
brain.
like, what if your friends are just soulmates that you had in a different life and like those things changed? Like, I know people say like freckles are where like your soulmates have kissed you in your past lives, but like,
Oh yeah.
who says that that's not true? Like, and also like, what are we doing about like the time travelers that we see like pictures of in history? Like some of the things that they're doing in these like if you look at a history book or you look at old artwork, sometimes there's just things that like seem too nowadays for them to have back then.
Right. Or like yeah, there's some weird thing. I think I saw like a tweet or something that was tweeted from a different year, but it had I don't know, it was weird. Um
Also, like when you see like the pictures of people in the olden days and they look like someone nowadays, like there's a picture of this person, Zach Baggins, and if you look at it right next to the other picture of him, it's a picture of a Civil War soldier that looks identical. Here, I'm gonna put it in the chat for you guys so that
yeah,
you can
that's
see it
cool.
because it is.
Oh,
Have you heard about like birthmarks too and like that's where you died or whatever?
oh yeah, where it's that's where you died in a past life. I want to jump back what you guys were saying just a second ago about reincarnation and stuff. Again, and everything I say as far as those kinds of theories is all gonna lead back to that storytelling thing. I think everything that you say, every little thing you hear about, every cartoon, every little possibility you can think of, the only reason it can be true is because it makes a good story. Am I wrong? I mean, honest to God, reincarnation's real because because like how awesome would that be if it was real, right?
Yeah.
Or like unicorns or dragons. You're still muted, Bo.
This is not the same person.
I know, but it looks like it. Whoa.
Ugh! Ugh!
Even the hair.
Yeah!
Such a weird thought, and it's annoying not being able to know.
Yeah.
But I definitely believe there's like life outside of space. I mean, Earth,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
There's no way we're the only ones.
Did they have styling products back then, like way back then too? Because like my god, I don't think he's
They
a
used
time traveler. I just think it's just like that could just literally be him, but back then, and then here he is now again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he was reincarnated, like, that could have been him in a past life.
they just used beeswax.
Oh,
Candle wax.
that's everything for today.
I think that's a really cool episode. I think I'm gonna add in death theories into the
Yeah, of
title just because that's really interesting.
course. All right. Well, it was a pleasure having everyone here today. I enjoyed speaking to everyone.
All right, and that's been it for the Weird Speak podcast. I'm Julian. That was Bo and Elliot, and we'll catch you guys next time. Have a fantastic day.